Hello and welcome to the Big Golf Monthly driver test for 2015. We're here at the Foresight Sports HQ and we've been testing pretty much everything that's out on the market in 2015. And I'm here to run you through what Titleist have as their selection this year. Now, I think one of the big points to make is a lot of the brands will be offering players something at two different price points. So you'll have something at the top end, which is all singing, all dancing, fully adjustable, something that every player should be able to dial in, and something a little bit lower down in terms of price, maybe not quite as much adjustability, but certainly what some of the Americans would describe as sort of grab and go performance, something you could just pull up off the shelf and use well. Now Titleist don't actually do that. They have two heads in the range, a D2 and a D3, but they come at the same price and ultimately they are definitely to be custom fitted. Now the key technologies to talk about in Titleist range, really there's one main key technology and that's this active recoil channel they've brought in just behind the face. Now that does two things. It should make the face a little bit more lively, so a little bit more ball speed, but also to help reduce the spin. So essentially what happens at impact is the ball strikes the face and the face kind of deforms, holds onto the ball for a little bit longer and it comes out with a little bit less spin. And less spin with the right launch conditions means a little bit more distance. So I was fitted for Titleist's new 915 range way back when they were launched actually to the press. It seems like a long time ago now, even though it really wasn't. It was kind of September time last year and I was fitted into the D2. I went for the D2 because I prefer the larger looking head. I think that's a really interesting contrast that Titleist offer, the D2 and the D3. D3 is a little bit smaller than D2. D3 offers a little bit less spin. Ultimately for me, the choice came down to what I liked to look down on at address, not from any other perspective other than what did I feel as if I was going to be able to hit better. And I just prefer the bigger looking face, more loft to look down on. The more traditional head shape of the D3 is great and a lot of people will really love it, but for me I just felt that this looked a little bit more forgiving as I set it down behind the ball. Now I have been using this D2 head as my own driver for the last few months. I have to say it's performing really well. I think I had the 913, the previous generation Titleist driver in before it. This is definitely longer. I can say that having played it for quite a few months now. This is longer. The sound is different. It's a little bit higher pitched and if I was picking between the two I'd probably prefer the old version, the 913 sound, but it's not something that really put me off. And when the flight and the overall distance is as good as the 915 is, I think that ultimately the sound and the feel is something that I was able to live with. So really, really interesting new technologies from Titleist and actually it represents a big leap forward for the brand for 2015. And if you are in the market, then it's definitely worth adding to your test list.